are going to do a video, and this is going to be a pick a card about why is this happening. Like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? So you got some things that are happening in your life currently, and you're like, why is this happening? Why? Like, you just want to understand what the freak is going on. Like, why is this happening? Okay? So, hold on, I'm trying to get the camera sorted. Okay, there we go. All right, finally, guys. Okay, so group one, so it's going to be three groups. Group one is flowers, group two is lilies, and group three is hydrangea. And yes, all right, so thank you guys for tuning in. I'm so sorry. This was kind of crazy. This is the third time I'm about to record the video. I had the radio playing in the background, and you know they love to do stuff to your video when you play music that's not yours. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so group one. All right, so first thing I heard, group one, is this the way you love me, baby? Is this the way you love me, baby? Okay, so that's the significant. So that song must be significant for somebody. This could be what you have going on, could be in regards to connections, community, relationship, situationships, something surrounding connection. Okay, so this is, I see you. I see you. Okay, so you're asking, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Okay, there's something about remove. I saw credit. So maybe what is happening to you guys is maybe you have some things on your credit report, and so maybe you've been applying for, jobs or some type of opportunities, funding, and you are not able to get it, and it could be due to your credit. Okay, it could be due to the agencies that are behind the scenes deciding, because they're looking at everything that, even from things from a long time ago. So you have to be mindful of that. So if you're in the process of looking for some type of funding assistance with programs and things, a lot of this has to do with people behind the scenes who are searching and finding information. So there's ways that you can go online and you can block them from being able to access old things that have nothing to do with what you got going on now. And that could be from years ago. Um, a lot of programs, a lot of companies, businesses, period, they like to find ways to deny you. Okay, so group one, this is flowers. Okay, so there's you've changed a lot. You've done a lot to do better, to make better choices. You've changed a lot, right? And so I'm here to give you your flowers. I'm gonna give you your flowers, and to let you know that you have improved. But behind the scenes, there are companies, businesses, um, that are still pushing the narrative of the old version of you, the old way you used to do things, right? So you have to look at your credit. You have to look at what can you do to improve your credit. So if this is in regards to you're searching or applying for something, right? So behind the scenes, you have people, businesses, because there are people behind the businesses, right? And then there's the AI that people train to do certain things, right? So you have to search online or find ways to block them from accessing old things. Like, you know how, like, okay, so you go to court and you have a situation like maybe you got a parking ticket or something, or a driving speeding ticket, right? You can go to driving school, and if you go to driving school, they will not show that you got that ticket, right? Because you taken certain steps. So what you have to do is figure out what, depending on your circumstances and your situation, if it has to do with like your credit report, there are certain agencies that are looking into it, right? And I'm not talking about TransUnion and all those Experian. I'm not talking about that. Behind that, there is other companies that are, I don't know how to explain it. Um, there's something behind the scenes. Understand, there's something behind the scenes that is pushing a certain narrative to block you from being able to access the opportunities that are for you. Do you understand what I mean? So you have to do your research to figure out what is it, okay? Because there is a way that you can receive. Um, Let me see. Hold on. Oh, hell no. Oh, shoot. Waited too long. I waited. But anyways, there are certain companies and businesses that you can, for free, where they can block people from being able to. Why are you that close to my car? Sorry, y'all. Like, why are you that close to my? I don't like that. Anyways, so there are different companies. There are certain businesses that you can utilize that can research, find out. And I had the information. I gotta research it again too. But that can remove things from your, not just your credit report, but behind the scenes. There's some things like behind the scenes that is accessing your information and looking at what is old, like old stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then the fact that this just happened with somebody's like backing into my car, like there's no way I can exit the car. Like I wouldn't be able to drive out because this person parked their car so close to my vehicle, and they have space where they can move up a little bit, so at least I can be able to get out when I'm about to move. So that's another thing. It's some people, something is going on behind the scenes. Why is this happening? And it's not, yes, you may have, didn't pay this on time. And so you didn't do certain things on time or whatever, but you're no longer doing that. You're doing the best you can now under your circumstances. You're trying to do better. You are trying to improve your life and become a better version of yourself. So because you are in the process, you have changed, it is going to take some time for the version of you that you become to catch up to from the version that was, right? So, and then also some of you might have had people that was using your name and your identity. Okay, so that could be some of the things that why this is happening is because some people utilize your name and access things without your knowing, and so now it's behind you. Now it's been affecting you. Okay, some of you know that. Excuse me, are you going to be there long? Okay, can you pull your car up more because I won't be able to exit because somebody's going to park behind me. Okay, thank you. So, you are going to find the information. I'm telling you right now, you are going to find the information. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, you are going to find the information. Thank God I said something. Thank you. You are going to find the information, right, that is going to help you to maybe you'll be able to put monitoring, like some type of thing on your identity. There's something to do with a company, people accessing your information. It's something in regards to that. This is why this is happening. It's kind of out of your hands. Like you did your part, or you're doing your part to do better. All right. But what did you see what I just did? Like I spoke up and I said something to the person. So I didn't just sit here being mad and upset. I actually took steps. So, I was upset, which kind of pushed me to be like, let me say something. But what I'm saying to you is it's important for you to, once you understand it, I'm sure you'll take the right steps. But you just pray, speak into existence, and know that the proper connections, the proper information is going to guide you, and is going to allow you to be able to change the situation and be able to block whoever is behind the scenes accessing your information, even old stuff, which is now blocking you from being able to, this could be spiritually, this could just be people trying to access your energy spiritually, this could be something physical, but it feels like there's something physical in regards to connections. And so it could just be people gossiping about the old way you used to be. It could be about people deciding because someone said something negative about you, then they don't want to work with you. They don't want to deal with you. But they have no idea that what that person said was false, right? It's you have to block. This is for you. Whatever, whoever it is, you're gonna have to block the people or whoever. You're gonna have to put up like some type of prayer that you say every day, some type of ritual you do weekly that blocks whoever is accessing your information, accessing your the old version of you, and just talking about it, gossiping about it, pushing it out there. This is why this is happening, because there's something going on. Group one, flowers, with people accessing or saying things about you, which blocks these opportunities. So you can't always know who's saying what. You can freeze people, but that's if you know who's saying what, like to block them, stop them right there on their tracks, freeze the situation. But sometimes you don't know who it is. Okay, so it's very important for you to understand that you have the power. Okay, you have the power, but you need to know what steps you need to take to block and who you're blocking. Is this for you? Do I need to block somebody who is an ex of mine? Is it an ex that's going and talk that I used to work with, and now they're saying things and it's blocking me from getting new job opportunities, even though my resume has this and that and the third? Or is it somebody in your community? Is it your friends? You need to sit with yourself to figure out who's who and who's doing what. Okay, but that's what it is. And if it has something to do with your credit report, it's just something like you trying to get loans or something like that, and your credit report says this, that, and the third. There's certain things that you can have removed, but there's steps you have to take to remove it. Okay, so let me grab a few cards just to see if anything else. And then the song keeps popping up. Is this the way you love me, baby? Okay. Is this the way you love me, baby? Okay. So and it feels like you are learning how to love again. It feels like you are on this path and this journey of, like, you've been healing your shadow, you've been really working with yourself, you are facing the pain of the past. And some of you know people who's been doing it. You know that they've been betrayed you, and you know that they did you wrong, and now it's like you're probably thinking, is this the way that you love me? Like, how could you do something like that? For some of you, and for others of you, this is about, like, just understanding about the connections, why this is happening. Like, maybe you're constantly not receiving love, or you start dating someone and then it ends really quick. It's like understanding your love language, understanding yourself, understanding what you really want, what you really need. That is going to be very important as you move forward in this journey. Okay, I'm seeing eyes. You have a lot of eyes on you. You're very special. You're very important. On and your Because your purpose is big, and so just know that you will be guided to the right people, to the right place that is going to help you with the right collaborations to help you get out of the rut. So if it's financial, if it's like a, medical, if it's mental, you're going to connect to the right people. Okay, so let's see what cards. It says follow your bliss, dance, sing, run, jump, play, write, do what makes you happy. Okay, so this is, all of this is coming to the surface so that you can find what the truth is of your life, and then it's going to allow you to be in a space energetically to do what you love and feel what you love. Okay, union and power. So some of you guys, this is connection. Like I said, I saw eyes, and look, there's eyes here, right? You got a lot of people that have their eyes on you. So you have people that are haters, that are judgmental or jealous of you, right? So they're trying to, you know, keep you from receiving what is for you, keep you confused in this space where you're not catching on to the divine guidance. But that's not good. That's their foolishness, because they'll have to deal with what bounces back to them. Okay, but just understand, you do have a lot of eyes on you, and you are meant to progress, to do great things, and it's going to be in collaborations with others. Okay, broken hearts are ready to be mended. Okay, so your heart, so like I said, is this the way you love me, baby? Okay, so I was trying to do the little lower voice, just not really saying it, but hey, every time it comes to my mind, I feel like I gotta sing it, because you are wondering, is this the way love is? Because you keep meeting connections or situations where people aren't really loving you, honoring you. The divine has said, as you continue to work on your heart, as you continue to work on how you feel about whether it's money, health, wealth, connections, whatever, you will see. A lot of you have been doing that, but there's still more to go and more to do. Okay, signs and synchronicity. So you'll see trees, feathers, birds, certain cars, pennies. Certain colors are going to stand out, because it is showing you that everything you need, you're guided to it, right? So whoever you need to connect to help block these people, these places, these businesses, these companies that are stopping you from receiving your opportunities, the divine is going to guide you to it, right? So whether it is another company you got to utilize to help you, right? Just like with your credit report, having things removed, whatever it may be. For some reason, that credit report keeps popping up for you guys. So maybe it has something, you're trying to get an opportunity, but you can't because something on your credit report, right? So just know that. Grab some tea and a notebook and express how you feel. Okay. Core alignment, truth and integrity. So the number is the Graboli code is 318-798-941. 318-798-941. One more time. 318-798-941. Okay. Clear aliens, sense of smell. So you have the gift of smell. So you can, how they be like, I smell something funky, something fishy, right? Because there's something going on. The reason that they said it is not just because someone smells like fish. It is literally, there is something you're sensing. Your senses are sensing, picking up on someone's negative intention, someone's, ailed or negative thoughts towards you, or their plans to do something to harm you or a loved one. Okay, Kali Ma is your guardian. So Kali Ma is your guardian. Okay, this is funny because this card is mixed in with my cards. Okay, so sailboat. So some of you guys will be traveling on ship. Okay, and some of you, this could just represent that smooth sailing is coming, right? Like you're in that place, but because of what has been taking place so far, it's hard for your mind to get past and believe that smooth sailing is here. But this is sign that smooth sailing is here, and some of you will be traveling on a ship. Okay. And then here we have the underground subway. You know, subways can go really fast. Like they're underground. So whatever was hidden underground, whatever was hidden behind the scenes that you haven't been able to see, but has been blocking you, it is now coming to the surface where you will be able to see and know that this is the thing. This is the company, or this is the program, or this is the people or the place that has been blocking me from progressing. And once you know, then you'll know what steps to take. Okay. Music has messages, so pay attention to the music that plays around you. Okay, these are empty. Hold up, this is empty. Another empty one. So that means you can write it. You can write whatever. Write it out. So yes, we got a yes here. You asked about something, there was a yes, but then we also have a no. So there's something you asked, so you got to think about what was you thinking when I said the yes, and now this is a no. Okay, so Galatians 2 verse 2. I went there because God revealed I should go. This is exactly what I was just saying. Okay, I was just saying that. Okay, all is being revealed to you, so you now know what steps to take, because you didn't know what was hindering you. Okay, this is why is this happening. There is a people or a company or a business, something behind the scenes that has been blocking you from being able to access extra funds, access opportunities, access whatever it is that you're in need of. And now the divine is Galatians 2 verse 2. I went there because God revealed I should go. So this is more confirmation that what you need is being revealed to you. Okay. Reversal of curses taking place. Because people show sending you heck of evil eye. You got heck of evil eye. Okay. Stop rejecting yourself. Accept your flaws and all. You don't have space for that anymore. So you cannot anymore doubt yourself, doubt your abilities. You can no longer doubt, oh, well, this person thinks that I was like this, or they told me I was like this, or I'm so afraid to be seen because no, that can't go on anymore. Like you got too much at stake. Too much big things you're supposed to do. So if you get a feeling to go to that place, try to pull yourself together. It's just that you have so much evil eye and negativity that's being pushed towards you, and it's causing a strain on your mind, which is presenting itself as depression, which is presenting itself as anxiety, but it's really behind the scenes. It is because people are psychically attacking your mind. Okay, so there's an event you're meant to go to. Okay, go to that event. Wake up call, listen and take note. Okay, listen to the sound here in my voice. A melody has all so far. Okay, listen to the sound way deep within. Okay. We're part of the same blood. We're part of the same light. We both share the same eyes. Okay, so I forgot how that goes, but it was Jennifer Hudson was singing it, but it was an older song. Okay, I think it was from Dream Girls. We are Dream Girls. And it's coming from that show, from that movie. Okay, so you can look into it. Okay, but listen. I'm trying to tell you now, this is the wake-up call. This video, this message, you came on it, is for a wake-up call to let you know that this is not all on you, okay? What is happening is not just all on you, all right? There's behind the scenes, there are blockages put up. You have to believe in yourself. What is keeping those blockages there is your lack of belief in yourself, your self-esteem, or you're doubting yourself. Oh man, look at this person. They just came out and they got a ticket. Dang, they ticketing. They love ticketing people. Jeez, how's she supposed to get out of that parking spot? Look how close the car is. Oh my, how's she gonna get out of there? Whew. Anyways, but yeah, this is the message. This is the wake-up call. So if you're seeing this is just to let you know that you can change things. You got calling your angels, calling your guides, calling on, because I know it seemed like there's no hope, but baby, there is hope. I mean, there's so much hope. It's not even funny. Okay. So communication, speak up and be heard. Okay. So some of you got to speak up to the right people. And that's what's happening. You're going to know who to talk to. You're going to know who to speak to. Okay, this is once you know who's doing what or what is the issue, right? So if it has to do with a connection, you know who's the person is that is the issue with. You're gonna know, and you're gonna get the right words to speak once you know what it is, right? So if you're having a beef or problem with a certain particular person, once you know who it is or what it is, you are going to know who to speak to. And then once you know who to speak up. Be confident in when you speak up. Don't worry about how you sound. You may not know everything, but just speak up. Something's gonna be done. Something's gonna be handled. Okay? There's a lot of blue. So the blue is a throat chakra. So being able to speak, okay? I heard speaking in tongues. Some of you guys have that gift. Utilize it. Today I feel worthy. Today I will accept all the wonderful things in this life. Today I feel worthy. So you got to know that you are worthy. So you got to feel worthy. You got to speak that you're worthy. You got to know it. It's just that, you've been consumed with so many people attacking you, so many people doing negative things to you, so many people, hurting you and attacking you, and that have broke you down, that now in your mind it's hard for you to believe that when things start to get good, they're going to be good, and that that you are worthy, and that things are changing for you, and that things can change for you. Okay, it's hard for you to see that, but the divine is saying, no, you got to move in that I'm worthy. You got to be moving in that energy of I'm speaking up, I'm going to be clear. And you got to believe in yourself. You got to know that it is time. You need to go to that place, go to the right place. If you're guided to a certain place, you need to go to it. Clothings. All right, so sneakers, maybe you're gonna have to put on put on your thinking hat and your new shoes and make a move, okay? And gloves, okay? Some things you're gonna have to cover your hands when you touch it, okay? Some things just like with your mind, your hands, your feet, when you move a certain way, wearing the right shoes when you take that long journey. So you got to know that you are being guided and you're going to receive what you need, okay? So all right, so we got the forest, awaken your magic, okay? Your magic is awakening, okay? Your magic is reawakening, all right? So just know that I know that this is you're stressed. You're just like, dang, why? But it's behind the scenes, there's a lot going on. And you're going to be guided to the right people, to the right way to block them from accessing you, whether it's a spiritual thing or a physical thing, okay? Today, I am resourceful. Yes, you are. Today, I will turn anything into an opportunity. So even when the opportunities were blocked, some of you already was working to turn it all around. Others of you are going to learn how to do that, okay? This is a hauling service. So some of you guys, you're going to be removing more things from your home, moving things from your vicinity, wherever you work. Maybe you had too much going on. Now you're going to be like, oh, I got to get rid of that. Got to get rid of this. Got to move this. Got to get that. Right. And then this is my business card. So some of you, this might even be because of a business. You're trying to invest in a business. Maybe you don't know who to talk to, the right people. And, you can get a free LLC. You can go online. You don't have to necessarily go for the LLC. You could just go from, technically, when you go through the Secretary of State, you're still going to pay like $80 or something, depending on where you live. But if you get a SBA, right, there's so many different ways to get a business license, right, or to get your business registered, okay, and you don't have to pay, right? So ascension, okay, so you guys are in the process of ascending, right? So you have been broken down to be built up, okay? Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen. Ashe. Okay. Stars, circles, portals, significance. So there's significance and symbology. Okay. So remember that. There's certain symbols that you are drawn to. Why? Because it's connected to you. This portal you're entering will be very positive for you. Right now, when you watch this video, we're currently in a lunar eclipse. Okay. And this is August 28th, 2020. 2026, okay? Power of thought. So think your way out of it, okay? You know how they be like, fake it till you make it, baby. Think your way out of it. The power of your thoughts, okay? You have the power. Your thoughts is powerful, powerful. Invest in you. You deserve it. What do you want? Ask yourself. You ain't been asking yourself what you want. You kind of just been on survival mode, and nobody blames you. They understand. But you're going to have to speak your way out of this, okay? You're going to have to know your way out of this, Okay, angelic protection is available, so you have a lot of protection that's surrounding you. Okay, um, now I'm gonna read the back of this, okay, because I feel like I need to, but even though I'm trying to rush to get to the next group, I feel like this is important. Power of thought. The power of thought has literally no limitations. Parents and their children, husbands and wives, and longtime partners are known to finish each other's sentences or utter identical words at the same exact time. We laugh when this happens, putting it down to coincidence. But could it be something more? How can we explain when family members just know when something's wrong with another? Why is it that people simply think of someone that they haven't seen in a long time only to run into them later that day? One can't just put this down to luck or fate. It is actually what's known as telepathy. You're gifted. You're going to have to start using your telepathy, baby. Use your telepathy to telepathically communicate with them, with whoever is, say you need a job and you need to telepathically speak to that person, right? Even though you may think it's bull crap, it's not real, because we haven't been tapped in and tuned in enough, right, in this world, right? Because so we think a lot of the stuff we've seen that's magical or mythical is fake, but baby, it's real. It's just that they put some type of shackle and block on us where we couldn't fully utilize those abilities, because if we did, woo, this world would be totally different. Okay, so what you're going to have to do is, whatever that job is, so whatever that company is, you have to telepathically think who's going to be the manager of that business. So if you're trying to work at a certain company, you know where it's located, you know who's the owner of it. Telepathically speak to the owner. Telepathically, even if you don't know any of that, telepathically talk to the business. Telepathically talk to the land that business is on, and be like, this is where I want to work. And I speak to the ancestors of that land. I speak to those who came before me. I speak to those who know what they know, and I speak that you help me to obtain this position and this particular location, because with me being there, it's going to improve, it's going to be good, it's going to be better, it's going to be filled more with light, it's going to be filled more with love. So help me get to that place. Speak to it. This is what it's saying. This is what I receiving. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, this is deep, y'all. I'm woohoo. Okay, so let's see. So it says, why is it that people simply think of someone that they haven't seen in a long time only to run into them later that day? Baby, how many times has that happened to you? Baby, this happened to me a lot. Okay, I be thinking the person randomly come to my mind, I dismiss it like whatever. I see the person within an hour. I'm like, dang. Sometimes the person will come into my mind and they'll call me, and I'm like, dang. Like, it's crazy. So I don't know if I sent them a message or they sent me a message. It felt like they sent me a message, because, honey, I wasn't even thinking about them before. So, you powerful. Okay, we all powerful. If you come across this me, you powerful too. You got some power to you too. Pow wow. Anyways, okay, one can't just put this down to luck or fate. It's actually what's known as telepathy. Yep, the ability to send and receive messages and information through the mind without the use of one's physical senses. Typically, most mediums communicate with the spirit world using telepathy, which is a form of mental mediumship. So some of you guys have the gift of mediumship. You telepathically communicate with people. And the energy of thought is a spiritual power and the ability to fuel it by the power of love. Okay. So they said, so on this card, it says to strengthen your telepathic abilities, you can ask a friend to help you with the following exercise. Have them choose a photo, a number, a color, and an image from another room or location. And that's funny, because I had a card that I wrote, and I mentioned it earlier, and I said colors, numbers, these are going to be synchronistic. Okay, so it's interesting. And a photo, whatever. Have them send what they choose mentally. Just relax and be open and receptive. Give off exactly what you receive. It sounds simple, but the more you practice, the stronger your communication with the spirit world can become. Okay, so what you are going to utilize, right? So whatever it is that you're in need of, so you need to block somebody, right? You're going to have to telepathically speak to your spiritual team and be like, listen, I need them blocked. If this is a spiritual thing, I need to block whoever it is. Guide me to the steps I need to take to block them physically and spiritually. Okay. And then also, can you take the steps to help me block them? Because as you're being attacked, you have a lot of evil eye on you. Look at how long I've been on your reading. Group 1, just one group, 34 minutes. That's crazy. That's because you needed this. Okay, group 1, which is flowers. And it's interesting because when I wrote I was like, group 1, I think flowers. I said flower, right? And then I felt like I needed to add the S at the end. So this is a lot of moving parts for you. Okay, there's a lot of moving parts. Just very important. All right. So yes. So you're going to have to utilize your gifts and talk to people and be like, hey, think of something and don't tell me what it is. Pick something and, give them options, a certain shape, a certain color, or whatever, and then have them pick it and have them send that message to you in their mind. So because you're going to get stronger. You need to get stronger. You need to know what to do and how to move. And so you're going to have to, because this is a lot to do with community. Whatever you got going on, why is this happening? This has to do with connections. There are people who are connected to you who are very upset that they couldn't get over on you the way they wanted to. They wanted to cheat you. They wanted to hurt you. They did a little something, but it didn't hit the way they wanted. So they are sending evil eye. They're saying things behind the scenes about you. And because of that, it is putting more blockages up. So there's opportunity that you could have gotten, whether it was a job. This could have been an old coworker, could have been an old lover, could have been an old family member, friend, whatever. They have put up blocks. And then there's also behind the scenes there's companies that are being able to access certain things, and you're going to have to find out what steps you got to take to block them from being able to access it and putting it. So when they research your name for an opportunity like a loan, they can't access that particular company. That particular company can't get anything. So there's ways to do it. I saw it before. I saw it on a video, and I started taking the steps, but then I got tied up and busy and I didn't fully completed. So I know, so it's there. I'm just telling you that this stuff is real and it's possible. So yeah. Okay. So Asheo, let's clear out the energy. We clear it out. Okay, we clear it out. Let's clear. Ashe. Ashe. All right. So we're gonna go on to the next group. Group 2. So group 2. Hold on, y'all. All right, we cleared the energy. Now we're going to group 2. Let me put these cards back. So group 1, we're going to end it right here. We're going to start at group 2 at 38 minutes. Okay. Lily. Group 2 is Lily. All right, so group 2, Lily. Group 2, I'm so glad I found this parking spot because, baby, I got things to do. And if I wouldn't have found this parking spot, I'd have been jacked because, baby, now we're starting to get heck of people. Now heck of people's around here, okay? So that's a message in that. Whatever you are trying to do, okay, while this is happening, whatever you're trying to access, okay, there is a lot of competition. That's the word. You have a lot of people competing to get what you want. Okay, so whatever lane you're in, there's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people trying to get what you get. So whether it's like, oh, I need assistance, oh, I need services, but baby, they ain't never met nobody like you. I just want you to know that. They ain't never met nobody like you. So don't matter, Lily. Listen, you Lily, look into what lilies represent. What is a lily? When does it grow? What is its season? What does it need? That is you. That is all you. You need the sun. For sure you need the sun. You need the sun. So baby, you need to be out there in the sun. And it's funny because today was supposed to be a lunar eclipse, right? A partial lunar eclipse. And this is August 28th, 2026, and the sun ain't even shining. It's already afternoon right now, and the sun has not come out. It's like crazy, but it is what it is. But I want you to know that they ain't never met nobody like you. So whatever opportunity it is, you just need to just walk in that know, like, yeah, it's mine. It's already mine. Like, what? Okay, I got rejected 2, 3 times. So what? That's just like you trying to get your license, and you go for the permit test and you fail the first time. Are you going to just give up? No, you're going to try to take the permit test again. How many times you got to take it? Even though you're going to have to keep spending money to do it, you're going to do it again and again until you get it right, because you really do want to drive. You really want to have your license. You do want to be legit. So what I'm saying to you is, it doesn't matter how many times somebody says no. That no may be for that moment, but as you continue to improve yourself, the next no may not even exist. But the problem is, if you've seen so many no's, it's hard to believe in the yes, because that's all you've been used to, right? Just like if you've been in an abusive relationship, and most of your relationships have been abusive, all you're going to believe in the future is all relationships are abusive. Okay? So you'll continue to settle with abusive relationships because you don't know better. But what I'm here to tell you is, there is better. You are better. You are better. You literally are better. Okay? So you are better. You've changed, you've improved, whatever you've been doing lately, or at least not even, sometimes it's not even about doing. Sometimes it's about recognizing the pattern, recognizing that there's a problem, recognizing that there is something that's off. And as you recognize that that thing is off, then you're able to take the steps physically to shift things. But first you got to know it, that whatever's going on. But if you don't know whatever's going on, that's going on, right? Say if okay, example, eating, right? So say you eat a certain food, you eat a lot of different foods, right? And then all of a sudden you have an allergic reaction, but you don't know what you're allergic to, because you eat all of a sudden these things you've been eating, and you just don't know. And then one day you just start to recognize, right? You just start recognizing that, okay, always when I sit and I eat around this time, and I always eat this particular thing, I kind of notice this symptom and this symptom, and I kind of notice that this is happening and that's happening. I kind of, and then you start to break it down. Then you start to write it out. Like, hold on, maybe it's when I eat this particular thing that's the issue. So let me just make sure that I'm not eating that. Let me make sure I'm not drinking that. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just here to tell you that you are now starting to recognize whatever the pattern is, whatever the issue is, whatever the thing that has been blocking you is. Okay, so now you can make the right choices. Okay, all right. So why this is happening to you? Why is this happening to you? Oh man, listen. I didn't even want to say this out loud, but I'm gonna have to. The reason that this is happening to you is because you don't know your worth. Ooh, I hate to be the one to say that thing, but I'm sorry, but I have to say it. You don't know your worth, group 2 Lily. Do you know how valuable a lily is? Do you know how beautiful a lily is? Do you know how important the role a lily plays in this world? People are even named after lilies. That's how beautiful it is. I know you probably met at least one lily in your life, or you've seen the flower. The reason that this is happening to you is because you don't know your worth. You don't know the value of your time. You don't know the value of how you look. You don't know the value, but you may know it on a kind of know it, because you're like, well, I ain't ugly. Well, I ain't stupid. I know something. I know a little something. So you may know it on like a certain, like a level, but that level is not high enough. What your spiritual team is showing me, it's up high. Like, they be like up high, down low, too slow. Like, Give me a high five, up high, down low, too slow. Like, honey, you don't know the value of your worth. So you've been playing games with yourself, not believing yourself, playing. No, don't do that no more. Don't do that anymore. Please sit with yourself, talk with yourself. I need you to take a piece of paper, construction paper, colored paper, whatever you feel. But color paper is like really fun, like colors, add a little color. So if you just do it on a plain white paper, that's cool too. A notebook paper, cool. It's cool. But I'm saying it'll be good to add a little color, a little oomph, a little poof, you know. And I want you to write your name in the middle. And I want you to write around your name everything that you think that you've been complimented on. Anything that you've ever thought to yourself, wow, I think this is beautiful on me. Every single thing, I mean to the T, oh, my toenails is healthy. And people say, oh, I have pretty toes. Like, even that, just everything, whether it's something spiritual, physical, emotional, mental, whatever. People say that you're understanding. People say you're compassionate. People say that you have beautiful eyes. People say that you dress really eclectic or very professional, or you smell good, or your hair is always cut nice, or whatever it is. I need you to write it. So you write your name, take a piece of paper, write your name in the middle, and write everything that you could think of. It could end up being 100 things, and that's good. It could end up being only 20 things you could think of. It doesn't even matter. But I want you to write it, and I want you to write from a spiritual standpoint, a mental, emotional, and a physical. So physical would be your eyes. Oh, someone always says that my eyes are pretty. Emotional would be someone always says that I'm very caring. Okay, someone always mental. Someone always says that I'm a very analytical person, right? And let me see. And then you're going to write everything people said that was bad about you on a piece of paper, separate. Do not put it on the same paper, separate. So everything that's good, write your name in the middle for both. Okay. And everything that's bad, write it out. And later you're going to burn that paper, that everything bad somebody said about you, and you're just going to cry, sit with it, and just burn that bitch. Let it go. Okay. But, and then the spiritual would be like, people always say that or you feel that you are very in tune with the earth, or you feel very prophetic, or you feel very gifted somehow spiritually. Just think of something that's spiritual that somebody might say. They say, oh, I think you hold a high ranking, or I think you're very well versed in this thing or that thing, whatever the case is, whatever. Okay, so you're going to do that, and you're going to play some music while you're doing it. Okay, play a song that you really love, that gets your heart pumping and your body moving. And so while you're writing all the good things, you're listening to some good music, and you just feeling yourself, feeling myself. Okay, so it's very important for you to realize that the reason that what's happening to you, group 2, Lily, is because you don't know your worth. And so you're going to have to beat the negativity out of yourself that tells you that you are not worthy, that tells you that you're not smart enough, that tells you that you're not skilled enough, because you are, and you're very creative. But because of the negativity, because of the blockages, you doubt yourself. And I know a lot of it stemmed from a lot of abuse from childhood and teenage years. So now you have to break that cycle, break that spell, and know thyself, and to thyself be true. Okay, so yes. Okay, you just got to know your worth. So group 2, the reason that you're having this stuff going on is because you don't know your worth. The more you get to know yourself, the more you take the time with yourself, the more you understand, you understand your worth. So you're not going to fall for the okie dokie. You won't fall for the play. You won't get played. You won't play yourself out. Okay, because you know that you're worthy. Okay, you're worthy to be seen, you're worthy to be heard, you're worthy to be, to be in that position that you wish for or hope for or seek. Okay, you don't need or deserve or have to be where you are or where you feel like you shouldn't be anymore. Okay. But everything takes a bit of time, but that doesn't mean it takes a long time. It just takes a bit of time. Okay. So I'm going to say thank you guys. Yes. All right. So let's clear the energy. We're clearing it out. We're clearing out. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. What? Got to go. All right. So we're going to go to group 3. I'm going to do group 3. Thank you so much, everybody. And if you're not following, follow. All right. Woo. So now we're going to go. We're at 50, 50, 30. Let me see what time. Is this the way you love me, baby? Okay, so Hydrangea, group 3. What it do? 5, 5, 5. Bow, bow, bow. So you the hype man. You hype, okay? You hype. Like you cool. I don't know who you are, group 3, but you cool. You real cool. You cool like a breeze. You cool on the hottest summer day. And everybody's sweating, and then here come that breeze, and they prayed, and they asked God, like, God, please, we so hot, we sweat, we just, please, just in the breeze, let the breeze, you know how you driving in the car, and it be so hot, and even the wind is too hot. You cool breeze, you that breeze that people just prayed for, just a little coolness. Come bring a cool cloth on my head when I'm having a fever, and bring that cool cloth, just put it on my head, put it on my chest, because I'm having a fever. I'm so hot, my body's overheated. You bring the coolness to the heat in people's lives. Okay, you bring the heat. No, and also you bring the heat when it's too cold, so you could do it either or. So when it's too cold outside, people just need some warmth in their life. That's you. When it's too hot outside, or it's too hot in their life, and it's too heated and things are too overwhelming, you bring the cool breeze. You bring the coolness into people's lives. That's you. Wow. Wow. I need a friend like you. Okay. Need a friend like you. Because, baby, you bringing the breeze. You bringing the coolness to the heat. Because life gets heated. Things heat up all the time. Okay, things be heating up all of the time, and people just be needing for things to calm down and cool down, and excuse me, and that is you. You help things to calm down for people. You help people calm down. You help things to come into people's life to calm. You help calm it down for people. Okay, so yeah, you the cool breeze. Okay, so why is this happening? Okay, so why is this happening for you? Okay, hydrangea. Okay, I don't know really too much about a hydrangea, but let me look it up, because I really am curious, because when it popped in my head, I was like, what is this? What kind of flower is this? But it is, okay, what is it? It's a shrub. Also, it's a popular flowering shrub known for its large, showy clusters of colorful bloom. Okay, so it's a cluster. So hydrangea is a cluster. So you literally exude so much energy that you help so many people. So that makes sense what I was saying to you. And I was getting a call. So people call you. People call on you, whether they're calling on you physically, whether they're calling on you in the spirit. People call on you because you hold a high ranking. You hold a high ranking. So let's see what it says. A plant group with about 49 species native to Americas and Asia. Okay, so you might be from either place or living in either place. Okay, water vessel, you might be a water sign. You might carry a lot, you might need a lot of water because of you give so much, so energetically you are depleted a lot, so you have to constantly hydrate yourself. So water is very important for you guys. Oh, okay. Grown in gardens or kept as potted plants for long lasting summer color. Okay, all right, so it says, okay, yeah, all right, so yeah. Okay, hydrangea. I think it's hydrangea. I hope I'm saying it right. Anyways, but baby, you a cluster. So people, you know how like people have to be around a lot of people. If they just around you, your personality, your energy, or the way you move, the way you think, it's so empowering. Like people just feel energized after being around you. People feel alive. People feel connected. People feel aligned after meeting you. That's how you hold rank. You have the power. You are powerful. You are beautiful. You're amazing. You're divine. You're wonderful. And I just need you to know that. Okay, so why is this happening? Okay, so why is this happening to group 3? Okay, cycle. So there's an end to a cycle. So whatever cycle you have been in, whatever, because look at this. These cards, they don't have nothing on them. Nothing on the front, nothing on the back, nothing. Okay, so I just felt like clean break. So whatever cycle, the reason that this is happening to you is because of the cycle. The cycle's over. It just is what it is. It's over. It's done with. Whether you were prepared for it to end or not, it's over. So now the divine is saying you're in a whole new cycle, all new. Okay. I'm literally seeing somebody with gold teeth and they like, you know what I'm saying, flossing, and they showing off they new whip, and they like riding around and they like, yeah, so what's up, what's good. That's what I'm seeing. So for you, you may end up falling out from whatever, losing whatever you think you're losing, and actually end up falling into something so big. It's going to be so miraculous. And I know everything around you is falling apart. Everything's crashing down. But I'm trying to tell you, everything that's crashing down, it has to. So that has nothing to do with you. You need to focus in on you. You need to put the energy towards you, not towards all the things that's happening around you. You need to be aware of it, but you cannot focus in on that, okay? Because, baby, I'm trying to tell you, I'm literally, he's like, back thing on bling bling, and you know what I'm saying, they got all the big rings, and it's real, it's glistening. Okay, got the watch, got the whatever, the bling gold, whatever you want to be wearing. And then they showing 18, and you know what I'm saying, they like, yeah, what's up, I think on bling blanc, you know what I'm saying, bling blanc. Okay, so I'm just telling you, you gonna end up way in a way better position than the position that you think you losing, because the cycle's over. The reason this is happening is because the cycle's over. The door is closed. It has to close. And it seems like, dang, like, how am I going to survive? How am I going to thrive? How am I going to make it? And they're telling you that you are resourceful. You are gifted. You have the gift of gab. Whoever you are, if you are picking group 3, hydrangea, you have the gift of gab. Okay? Just the hydrangea itself, it is like a shrub. It's big, and it's so many of them. Like, you can make it happen. All you got to do is connect to the right people, and all you got to do is speak it, that you're connecting to the right people, that you know who you know, and you know what you need to know. Matter of fact, I want to see what is the spiritual meaning of hydrangea, because then that's going to also give you more understanding of yourself. Okay, heartfelt emotion, deep gratitude, empathy, and spiritual balance. Okay, so what you're gonna have to work on is that connection. So yes, you have it where right now you got things that are not working out, but that's because the cycle is over. Like you would, so say it was a job, or say it was a career choice, and you just been so, your well has been dry, and you just kept going and kept going and kept going, and you're so unhappy, but you're like, well, I got to take care of this, I got to take care of that. The divine was like, I don't want you to live like that anymore. The cycle had to close, so they had to force that, they forced it closed. So I know you're gonna be like upset or bothered, but they forced it closed. They had to, because it's, you are so worthy of way better than you've been receiving. Okay, so the cycle had to close. It had to end. It had to be over and done with. Like, and so, so emotion. So you're feeling it. You feel deep. You feel very bothered by what is happening, or what didn't work out, what should have worked out, it didn't work out, what had to happen, it didn't happen. So all of this. So the divine is saying, you got to speak life. Stay in the gratitude. Stay in positivity. Speak life over yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in the gifts that you were given, that you can utilize to make money, to make a name for yourself. Get yourself out there. Speak to the right people. Communicate. Believe in yourself again. Because, honey, I know it's hard sometimes. Maybe you do believe in yourself. Maybe it's just that, you know, you were just so willing to keep going in that cycle that was negatively affecting you, because you knew you had to take care of things. But the reason that cycle, the reason that things, you never could come ahead, right? The reason that you could never um, really make it or rise above it is because that cycle needed to end. That's why you would work more hours and you still wouldn't pass. You would get money that comes in and it would go right out, because that cycle had to end, and it's ended. It's done. So that lack cycle is over and done with. It's just a matter of your mind and your heart recognizing that that cycle's over. Okay, so new and bigger and better things. Because I'm bigger, badder, better. I'm just saying, you bigger, you badder, you better. Bigger, you better, you better. Boom. Bigger, you better, you better. Boom. Bigger, better, badder. Okay? So you got to speak over yourself. You got to know thyself, and to thyself be true. Okay? So I'm just here to tell you, the cycle's over. This is simple. This is the simplest way I could say it. Is the cycle's over. Like, it's done with. It doesn't exist. So that's why it's ending. That's why you had to leave that location, that relationship, that job, that whatever it is, and it's happening like that. Whether and then also say say it had something to do with your health, right? Maybe you're moving to a different doctor, and that doctor is actually going to catch what is actually going on. But the doctors you have now, they're not doing a good job. They're not really taking care of or helping you to figure out what is really wrong. Okay, so right now you're figuring out, you're getting connected to the right medication, the right places, the right procedures, or whatever it is that you need, you're getting connected to it. But it was difficult for you to get it. Okay, it's hard to get it when you're in it. It's hard to get it when you're in it. Okay, so yeah, and make sure you're drinking and staying hydrated. You drink your water, or whatever fruit or whatever you feel you need to drink. Okay, so I thank you. I send you much love, and I just want you to know that it's gonna be okay, and you just gonna have to really trust yourself in this process. And I know, like, you don't feel prepared for the cycle that ended, but the divine is saying you good. Matter of fact, let me just pull a couple. Let me see if I can find some cards. Pull you a few cards. Let's see. There's a little bit more confirmation on, like, what should they know about the cycle ending? Okay. So for this one, you might be a football fan. Okay, he a fan. Or maybe you played. Okay, or maybe you know people who play. Okay, so 1995 might be significant. Skybox might be significant. Play football. Okay, MVP. Maybe you just need to know that you the MVP of your life. Period. Point blank. Period. Okay, your tongue. Remember, life and death is in the power of the tongue. You got to remember that. Okay, maybe you have dampness in your body, so you gotta if you work on clearing out your stomach, you're able to heal your tongue. Okay, maybe you're having some issues with the tongue. Okay, maybe that's what's going on. Why is this happening? Maybe you're having some type of reaction, and you know some problem with your stomach, or your throat, your neck, your chest, or something like that. And so there is a cycle that is ending. There's a cycle. So there was a cycle of you not knowing, not understanding. Okay, now you're moving into the cycle of knowing what you need to do, where you need to be, how you're going to change it. That's going to help you. Okay, but there's something about like allergic reaction, something that you're allergic to, something that um, for some of you, when it has to do with health, it's something your body is not able to break down. So you need to figure out what that particular thing is. Okay, childlike wonder, trust, and freedom. Okay, the puffin rock. Okay, I don't know if y'all ever watched that, but it's important for you to understand that this journey is not for the weak. And if you here alive, you not weak. Let the weak say I am strong. Let the poor say I am rich. Okay, you dancer. Okay, dancing around. You might be a former dancer. You might be a dancer. Dancing will help you heal your body. Dancing will help you heal your body, heart, mind, spirit. Is going to help you. Just movement, period, point blank, will help you. Just dance. Two cards that said dance. It will make you feel good and relax. Okay, to help shift the energy. Okay, computer programming will be beneficial for you to learn. Right, maybe you are that. Okay, a computer programmer. Okay, so look at this. They're stretching, attunement. Okay, some of y'all need a Reiki and attunement. All right, connection and Reiki. So connection and attunement. Okay, so orange is beneficial to help you with healing your sacral chakra. So you got it with your creativity, so that you can move in and acknowledge that your creativity is powerful enough, big enough, bright enough for you to make financial gain from it. Okay, you didn't come here with the gift to not be able to utilize it. And I know some of you feel bad about doing that, but you need to understand that God gave you the gift to use. Other people are doing the same thing, but the difference is that you actually care about the people you're helping. So you're not just doing it for just money. You're doing it because you want to help people, but also you're going to be able to thrive from it. Okay. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. I open new doors to life. And what did I say? That cycle is over. So you got to speak over it. You got to affirm that you are open to the new cycles, the new doors that are opening for you, and they're coming in different forms. So you got to ask God to show you and keep you have the eyes to be able to see the cycles that are opening up for you. Okay, foundation and achievements. Okay, some of you guys, your worry was about your home, like maybe you don't have the money to pay for certain bills or something like that. The divine is saying you're going to be able to get services, assistance, help that's going to be able to help you. Okay, so you just got to know and believe in yourself. You got to believe in your gifts. You're skilled. Like, you guys are real skilled. Like, I mean, multitude of skills. I don't know what you be doing, but you skilled. You're gifted. Like, what is you doing? Why are you over here doubting? And more orange. You got to be confident. It's just that what did happen is you probably was broken down throughout a relationship or childhood or something, where then you started to doubt yourself. And once you started to doubt yourself, that's the spirit that has been trying to control your life. Okay, so confidence. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. By earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take light, burn higher. Okay, so let the gifts and the confidence that you have, let it show, let it shine through so brightly that no one can keep you in a space where you doubt yourself anymore, right? And you take the steps possible to be in that position of authority, to be seen, to be heard, whatever it is. Whether it is, maybe you need a raise. And look at, my alarm came off. So that's a 213. So that's a significant number for you. That's significant. Talisman of potency, charging sacred objects of power. So you need to create yourself a sacred power tool, an object that is sacred to you, that is powerful, that is a tool that protects you, that helps you with staying in your power, right? Awaken Your Magic came out again. This came out in one of the other groups, okay? So that's reminding yourself, because the cycle closed. So if it has to do with money and a cycle closed, you need to be able to utilize your creativity to call in something better, okay? I trust my inner wisdom. So that means you're going to have to start trusting yourself more. As I go about my daily affairs, I listen to my own guidance. My intuition is always on my side. I trust it to be there at all times. I am safe. So you are safe. You need to remember that you are safe, that you are gifted, that you are important, and you have what it takes to make it happen, okay? Turn on the switch. So this is successful communication between the two realms occurs when the medium is completely prepared and body, mind, spirit ready to serve. Let the spirit world know you're ready to work by having your own personal turn on switch ritual. So create a ritual that, when you're connecting to the spirit realm, because that's what you really need right now. You need the spirit realm to help you to get through the fact that that cycle has ended. So you need help with something physical, but you're going to have to utilize the spirit to help move things along in the physical, okay? Magnetic, you are pulling towards you what you are in need of or seeking. Keep the mind positive. So you're going to have to keep your mind positive. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Safe travel. Keep me safe and let me roam far away, but bring me home. So ships, smooth sailing, right? Like, call on your spiritual team to make sure that they can help you be safe. And wherever you travel to, wherever you go, whatever you're doing, that you're safe and that you're going to be okay when you're traveling. And so clear quartz, illumination. The transparent quality of clear quartz brings clarity to a situation. It helps you see through illusions to the truth of the matter. Clear quartz is a crystal for purification, illumination, and enlightenment. It opens up the crown chakra, connecting you to your higher self, angels, spirit guides, okay? I seek the path of truth and light as I connect with higher consciousness. I lift the energy of everything around me. So you need to know that everything around you is going to be lifted, because like I said, you are hydrangea, all right? And being hydrangea, that is telling you that you are a cluster, like a cluster shrub, okay? Flowers that are clustered into a shrub, right? So you need to know, like, people depend on you and your energy. So you got to really work within yourself to know that what is yours, and what is meant to be will be, and that anything that's false has to go. That's why that cycle had to end, and that's why this is why it's happening, because the cycle had to end so that you can finally be in your truth. And that means utilizing your gifts and your abilities, your skills, to make things happen, okay? And believe that you can call it in, whatever it is, whether it's financial, physical, emotional, mental. You know that you can do it, but you have to believe in it. You have to know, you got to walk in that. But see, you've gone through so much that it's challenging to believe that. So I'm here to remind you of that it is possible. Okay, you are a magnet. You're like magnetically charged, and people are being pulled towards you. So you call in the right people, places, and things. Okay, so I love you guys so much. We're going to clear out that energy. Clear it out. We clearing it out, getting rid of it. We know what's not mine was not mine. What's yours is yours. What's mine is mine. Okay, Ashe. So thank you so much for tuning in. Much love and blessings to everybody who's tuning in. May you find what you're looking for. Thank you. Woo. We had to clear out that. All right. Peace. Thank you for tuning in.